Well, so I just got off work about an hour or so ago, and true to fashion, I found some good garbage on the way home from work. Let's start with this. I don't know if it works yet, but it's an Electrolux stick vacuum. Here's the dock for it, and I didn't even notice this, but it's actually got little attachments for it too. It's actually a cool little vacuum. I don't know if it works or not, like I was saying, but it's got the just the regular hand part that you take out and you can use, or it's got the actual body, which has a little roller brush at the bottom of it. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to work or not, or if the batteries in it are still good, but we'll see how much they cost if they aren't, because I could definitely use that around the house. And then I picked up 2 big cardboard boxes. The other one I just threw in the trash. But what was in the other one was one of these guys. And I'm missing the little tooth that goes through here. It latches into the other side. But my brother's actually a plumber. And he was just here before he left for the gym. And then a couple wrenches. It's a wood turning set. It's just from Harbor Freight, nothing special. Tool bag. Looks like a wedge. Pulley with a hook. And I saw this. This was in one of those boxes. I just grabbed both of the boxes without even really going through them. I just saw this in one of them, and it's a whole thing full of spark plugs. Mostly, anyways. I haven't really dumped it out yet to see what's all in there, but looks like there's a bunch of small odds and ends, different things like that. But mostly spark plugs, which you guys know I could get some use out of these. A lot of them look to be in really good condition, too. Though some of them do need a cleaning. And then in the other box, which caused me to pick out this box, was this whole set of hex keys. And again, it's a cheap brand, but they're in really good condition. And I can definitely use these. There's a piece of glass, which I don't need. And some all-trade professional bits, but the set is incomplete. And there's also a small backpack, which I'm not going to keep that. Small radio. Don't know if it works or not. And then what was in the other box, which caused me to grab the other one, was this little tray full of carburetors. Carburetor kits and all sorts of different things. If there's really any worth to any of this stuff, like I said, I haven't really gone through it all that much, but might be worth it just for the parts alone. I'm already seeing some governor springs in here, which I'm always short on. A bunch of fuel tubing, which I don't need to buy. That'll be nice. And in this one, pre-filter, some more bits. I always have known these as rivet gauges, drill gauges. There's a couple of those in there. Gotta be careful, because there's fishing stuff in here, which I don't need either. But there's all sorts of stuff in here. And there's even more drill bits. And even more. So I don't know why they threw all these away. Definitely still good. But yeah, a lot of stuff to go through. And the last part is I only picked up this Dirt Devil for the cord, but I found this old Eureka vacuum, which is bagged. I believe it's bagged. Yeah, looks like it's even got a new bag in it. Wow. I haven't even looked at the brush roll. Feels like the belt's still connected, so it's probably fine. I just have to put a new cord on it because the scavengers cut the cord off. So when they do that to these, I don't really mind it too much, but if I want to pick up one like this, then it kind of is annoying. But that's why I picked up that one. Nothing special about it, it's just a cheap-ass Dirt Devil. But cutting the cord off and wiring it into another vacuum saves me 15 bucks. And I also found this, and this thing works. This is a Baldor grinder, and can't see a model number. 812P, I think, under category. Serial number is 1484, but there's also this number down here. Bunch of other stuff. But this thing is surprisingly in really good shape. I think the bearings need to be lubed a little bit, but I mean, they're not screaming or anything, just more like preventative maintenance. But it works good. My dad was telling me that I could get a stand like this one and basically set this grinder on top of a stand like that, and then we don't have to bolt it into the shop floor, which it's kind of sucks because it's at an angle, so I wouldn't really be able to, you know, want to use it anyways, just because, you know, that's the way it is. But anyways, that's kind of what we're looking at with that. Let me quickly show you guys what I picked up. First off is this air compressor, which the guy that I got two of the mowers from and those two edgers threw this into the deal. My dad had expressed interest in it, and none of us knew if it worked or not. I didn't try it there. The owner didn't know if it worked, but he wanted it gone, so he threw it in with the 4 other items that I picked up. Also got 3 bags, and one of the lawnmowers that the guy gave me with the haul that I originally got from him was this Toro recycler. Unfortunately, it's got a Tecumseh motor on it, but it does have compression. I did mess around with that earlier, at least as best I could. This is another one that I got from that same guy, this Troy built. Bags over there on the pile. It has compression, just hasn't been running a while, and it is self-propelled. So it does need a little bit of work, but out of all the mowers that I've picked up today, this one is in the best condition. Definitely will be after I clean it off. And it's even got a deck washer on it. That's cool. And then we have these 2 edgers, which I picked up with these 2 lawnmowers I just showed you guys. Both of these are commercial grade edgers. This one's a true cut, this one is a power trim. Now, it's funny that they consider these, and even McLean included, higher end edgers, when in essence all that's really different between these two is the frame. That's it. The motors, there's really nothing special about them. They're just Briggs and Strattons, but for some reason these edgers are like, you know, a lot of money. They're not cheap. And as you guys can see, I got the price because I looked it up online, but they are not cheap edgers. They're very expensive, and unlike these commercial grade lawnmowers, I don't understand how these are so much more expensive. So I always kind of found that interesting, but I am happy that I picked them up. Because they are commercial grade, they are worth a little bit more money by nature. So I should be able to get more for these than I would any other normal edger that I've picked up before. And then we have these two. Picked up another old Craftsman. I went trash picking on the way home and picked up both of these, but I found this one, and I knew what it was because I saw the Craftsman logo sitting right there, and that's the first part of the mower that I saw, because it was facing me. And this thing is actually in decent condition, other than there being oil all over it. I don't know if the block is cracked. That is an awful lot of oil. It's definitely possible that they could have had it on its side or spilled a bunch out, and actually it does look like it's overfilled. So what probably happened is they overfilled the lawnmower. They might have got it running. In fact, I'm pretty sure they did. And it probably went and leaked out of the exhaust or something. In fact, I see a bunch of oily residue inside those two little slats there inside of the muffler. So this thing does have compression. So I know a lot of you guys really liked these older Tecumsehs that I picked up, and I knew for sure I was going to pick this one up the moment I saw it. Now this other one is a Toro commercial, and unfortunately it's just got so much that's been already removed from it or broken, it's just not worth it. But I'll do a comparison video between these two and show you guys the difference between them. So unfortunately for this one, I think it's just missing too much that I don't think it's really worth putting a whole bunch of money into. I mean, the transmission alone is probably more than $100 even for a used one. Looks like the motor doesn't even have all that much compression anyways, because normally you shouldn't be able to turn them by hand like this. So unfortunately, I think there's just too much wrong with it. I might look and see what some of the parts are going for these, but you know, it might be worthy selling some of the stuff on eBay and junking the rest. And it does have an external oil filter even. Like I said, these commercial mowers always have that type of stuff. So stay tuned for more, boys.